Yeah, dude, Fantastic Four. I bought this shit like 2 years ago because I found it locally, or like a year and a half ago or something. But yeah, I wanted to play this and talk about Fantastic Four 2005, the film of my youth. I think it's 2005. Yeah, the new one just came out. Apparently, it's like the best movie ever made. So I'm surprised. But yeah, I've seen a little bit of love for the 2005 one on Twitter, and yeah, I've always really liked the movie. But you know, at the time, like it got a lot of hate, and I think what it was is like, in 2005, like I think standards, critics were still kind of up their ass about comic book movies. And so, I mean, if that shit came out today, like, they would have praised it, like, oh, fucking a Latina actress, you know, and, what's her face? Kerry Washington is Alicia Masters. So, I mean, and she's good, like, and, it's not like today they would say, oh, racist or anti woke or whatever. But it's not. It can't be that situation because like Kerry Washington and Jessica Alba are actually like pretty women, you know, and like in Jessica Alba's case, like people forget like she was pretty popular at the time. I actually did a little research as an exercise to see like who would have been better, you know, of her contemporaries. So I looked at a list of all the movies that came out in 2005 and all the women that were in the movies. And I'm pretty sure Jessica Alba had the most, tied with the most with Jessica Biel for three movies that year. But like even like 2 years later, Jessica Alba was in like seven movies in 1 year. Like what the fuck? So I mean, and, like I said, people forget. Uh, but yeah, dude, fucking Idle Hands, holy shit, she looked awesome back then. And she looks great in the outfit, the Fantastic Four jumpsuit. But yeah, I was looking at some names, and you kind of have to see like with who they ended up casting. Like they obviously wanted someone that was a little younger, um, beautiful, obviously, but not like, and not like,
Is he dead?
a star, but like
And
not like
why?
a huge star that would have
How?
maybe cost too much money, or and also she would have had to have had rapport with Jan Gruffin and the rest of the crew. So, oh, dude, I can't imagine Robert Downey Jr. being any good at this shit. There's no way. But yeah,
This ends
I
now.
have one that I wanted, but so ScarJo was in two movies that year, and she was in The Island, Michael Bay, The Island, which came out the same month, I think. So
I've got a problem
I've
here.
only ever seen that movie once, and it was like
Sweet Petunia that I get here anyway.
it was like my most probably like, or one of my most like, not that there've been a ton of them, but
Reed Richards.
a somewhat like
He's the reason I was flying
embarrassing sexual moment in my life. But yeah, fuck that movie, fuck that bitch.
You
And
make a deal with Doom.
so yeah, ScarJo was in two movies. Would she have been good? I mean, I don't think she would have worked with Jon Gruffwood, and she might have. She was probably like even too big of a star at that time. And I tried to go with blondes too, but like Natalie Portman was in Attack of the Clones that year,
Reed said his research could save
or was it
lives.
Revenge of the Sith? I forget, but
Then
Like, nah, she obviously would have been
Sue Storm was the whole package.
too big, or like,
Guts
you know,
and brains.
I don't think she would have fit the vibe of the movie.
Reed almost married her, but he married his work
Oh
instead.
yeah, this game has the actual
A
voices
smart
of the
guy.
cast, which is
He's not
interesting.
so smart.
Dude, what did they do to Sue Storm in that picture? She's like a lesbian.
His arch rival. Ouch.
Well, oh yeah, rest in peace, Julia McMahon. Holy shit, dude. A ton of people are dying lately. Cameron Diaz did In Her Shoes that year. She was probably kind of too old and also like too big of, probably too expensive, you know. Kate Hudson was in Skeleton Key. I mean, I think she would have been interesting, but I don't know if she could pass as like being like smart, you know. And also, I don't know what, like I said, her chemistry, I don't know, wouldn't have been that great, I think. Yeah, I mentioned Jessica Biel. Alicia Cuthbert was in House of Wax. I went to the movies to go see that. I think she probably would have at least looked a little too young, but I wouldn't have minded that. I think she would have worked with like Chris Evans, you know, as like the brother, you know, her brother. Zooey Deschanel was in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I've never seen. She was also not known enough, and that would not work. Keira Knightley did a couple movies that year. She did Domino that year. I don't think that wouldn't have worked either. Although, I don't know. I guess only because she's not like a blonde. But that could have been interesting. Another Brit. Weren't they both in, they were both in King Arthur, weren't they? Rachel Weisz did a movie. That would have been, if they'd have gone a little older. And Angelina Jolie did a movie. But the main two, oh yeah, and I was gonna do a review of the Doom movie. It came out that year.
Spin the wheel and close the
And
shades.
Rosamund Pike is in it. So she was obviously like not well known enough at all at that time. But that would have been, she'd have been really good. She would have been good for the new one.
Exactly. The station
Even though I don't like completely hate Vanessa Kirby. It's weird in the new one they gave us the white girl, but then they fucking changed Reed's ethnicity. And they picked the worst human in the world, the worst man in the world. But yeah, Charlize Theron did a couple movies that year. She did Eon Flux and North Country, which I've never seen. To me, that would have been kind of interesting, like especially the way she looks in That Thing You Do. Like she kind of would have been the perfect like 60s looking Sue Storm at that time. Whoa. But the one I would have liked, Rachel McAdams did Wedding Planners and was it Red Eye? I've never seen that. It's a Wes Craven movie. And they both came out around that time, so I'm pretty sure she could have skipped doing Red Eye and maybe have done Fantastic Four. And like the year before, she had already done like The Notebook and Mean Girls, so
That was close.
I think she would have been pretty good in the part actually. But like I said, I mean, Jessica Alba at the time, you know, she was super hot. She was in Sin City that year, Fantastic Four, and Into the Blue with Paul Walker. So this was like, you know, a big year for her. And in the commentary, she says she's Dutch, which, I mean, she is like kind of white passing almost. But, I mean, more than anything, I think she was actually pretty good for the part. She has a vulnerability that's kind of really hard to portray and not make make yourself look weak. Something that actresses today would probably really struggle with, you know, seeming vulnerable.
Damn, it broke loose.
But I think she's pretty good at that.
Before it floats away.
Even in the commentary, though, she kind of laments that, like, in the movie she kind of had to be like the bitchy mom character a few times, even though it fits in the story, like that good scene where the Thing and Human Torch are like going at each other and he throws a fireball at the back of his head and shit. And he says something mean to him and Sue wants him to apologize. Am I supposed to put this in another thing? Plug the crank into the shield interceptor.
Ben, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna have to jump.
But yeah, like I said, at the time, like critics weren't gonna really, you know, like a superhero movie, and I think for the fans, you know, including myself at the time, it's like the elements that weren't comic book accurate, like kind of stood out, like Sue and like Doctor Doom, kind of like changing his relationship with the group and stuff. But like if you listen to the commentaries, which I used to listen to commentaries all the time, and it was cool listening to it again. By the way, this is one of the best like commentary, like cast commentaries, because usually they're bad. But it's Jan, Michael Chiklis, and Jessica Alba, and it's good because Jan's like kind of quiet and he only like chirps in here and there. And Jessica Alba kind of like, even though she's just like, oh, remember this or remember this moment, like, you know, she's kind of driving the commentary along. And Michael Chiklis is kind of like the real talkative one, and he seems, you know, like he was pretty fun to be around. And it's cool hearing him talk about his experience having to wear the Thing suit, you know, and that's another thing that like wasn't quite comic accurate. But like I said, in the commentary, all the things that weren't quite accurate, it's not like they did it on. It's not like they didn't try to do accuracy first, you know. It's just whatever. Whoa, it's just whatever seemed to work, you know. Like with the Thing, like the suit looks great, but you know, as a kid, it's like you're thinking of the Thing and you're expecting him to be a little more like imposing. But not only that, like, did I throw that out, that spider thing? But the eyebrows were like kind of a point of contention. And in the commentary, they said I think they toyed with the idea of like CGI animating eyebrows on him, which seems kind of interesting. What is this shit? Whoa, okay. Hack the planet. But I was thinking about it the other night. It's like I think the way to go may have been like Ninja Turtle style, where there's like a headpiece with like animatronics, you know, to like do the personality or whatever. But I think because Michael Chiklis, like, it wasn't just his voice that was really good. You know, it was a whole performance thing. You know, I think the best way to have done it was how they did it, you know, for this movie.
Victor's security drones are as powerful as he is.
Because they said they wanted the transformation to be, like, somewhat realistic and like, this is what would happen to the human body. You know, it wouldn't, like... in the comics, like, sometimes, like I said, he's a lot wider, a lot bigger. It's like, how would he wouldn't have gained all that mass out of nowhere, you know? Whoa. And yeah, in the comics he shaves, which is kind of weird. when I thought more about it, I was like, well, that's kind of interesting, I guess, because sometimes they draw a thing like kind of like jaggy, you know. And in the movie too, like also the suit, like he kind of looks a little smooth, smooth brain. What is this shit, dude? So kind of like the idea that he has to like file himself down, or like his rocks will like kind of like
Looks like
go
I
wild
made
on
a
him. He'll
friend.
be all sharp and shit. Made a new friend. Hey, friend. Well, and I mean, oh, what the fuck? Is this not textured? Oh shit! It had to load in. Blue bar indicates cosmic power. It's red, cosmic attack can't be used. Stretch punch. Oh. Yeah, I think Jan Groffin's a pretty good read, but at the time it's like, you know, who the fuck is this guy? And then, yeah, obviously Chris Evans' Johnny is like pretty perfect, spot on portrayal. I'm not sure in like the comics and the cartoon, I don't think that like. Whoa. This is block animation. Why does he have Spider-Man? Oh, I have a Reed figure. And he comes with an extra bendy hand that has like a hammer on it. Oh yeah, but like the kind of like teasing back and forth stuff with Chris Evans and thing, kind of like portraying them as like, you know, like a big brother little brother thing, I think was really good for the movie. Kind of the heart of the movie in a lot of ways. Because at first he's kind of mean. He's like, when he first sees him, he's like, "Where are your ears?" Oh, and that scene on the bridge. It said it took them like 5 weeks to film that shit, and they all had to do it in like pieces and shit. But, oh yeah, Laurie Holden's in that movie. And the first time Ben comes home and they even say it on the commentary, like, why did she come out in the middle of the city in her fucking nightgown, her slip? Like, what the fuck? I think there's a lot of like, I'm not complaining. There's a lot of like choices for like, you know, titillation, so to speak. Like when Johnny's doing the BMX scene or whatever the fuck, there's like, you know, some nice like big titty women right behind him in frame, you know, that you can see in like slow motion bouncing and shit. So I appreciate that. It's definitely a sign of the times. Maybe the times will come back. Oh, and then like with her, like she was kind of talking about how she didn't like having to like, you know, strip down Jessica Alba in her underwear or whatever in front of everybody to do the invisible scene. But she said like, you know, it was fine because it was meant as like a joke, you know, like it was supposed to be played for comedy. But they repeat the joke in the second one, and it's not like funny at all. But whatever. Gotta make that check. Yeah, I did watch the second one also, and it sucks. What is this shit, dude? I got no time. Whoa, what was that? He was like, he was melting because he was pissed. Dude, I hate fucking hacking in games. Shit sucks.
Done.
Oh yeah, but the scene, fucking Lori Holden, so she's like engaged to Ben Grimm, and then she randomly finds him on the fucking the bridge scene, and like in front of the whole world, she fucking takes her engagement ring off and puts it on the ground. I thought that was fucked up. But also, it's a really touching scene when Ben tries to grab it and he can't grab it, and Reed has to grab it for him. And that wasn't even in the script. It was, that kind of came out of them figuring out that Michael Chiklis was having a hard time grabbing the ring, and so they kind of improvised that little scene, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I think kind of like also the action in the movie is pretty weak. Like the final fight scenes, like whatever. I mean, they all work together, which is fine, but whoa, they don't do much. They don't do much fighting.
Wait, I'm okay.
Really? I'm okay.
And like they're kind of enclosed at the Baxter Building for a lot of the movie, which I actually like. A lot of the scenes of them just kind of talking, getting to know each other and shit. He looks weird. Flame on. Oh yeah, Maria Menounos pops up. And even in that time, in 2005, like during the commentary, Michael Chick was pointing out, like, there's something about how Chris Evans can tell that line of like, because the scene he has with Maria Menounos, and she's like taking his temperature, and she's like, "You're hot," and he's like, "Thank you," or whatever. But then when he leaves to go skateboarding, he like, what is he like grabs his jacket or something, and he's like, "This is for me," and then he gives her a kiss, and he's like, "This is for you," and he leaves. But even then, Michael Chiklis was like, you know, that could have come off as like, you know, creepy or rapey or whatever. But I mean, it's Chris Evans in his prime, so it's not like anyone's gonna complain. But it also feels like a scene that wouldn't be in the new one. I mean, obviously they made a point to say that they took that aspect of the character out in the new MCU one. So. And yeah, Julian McMahon, at least they mentioned that he's from Latveria. Even in the commentary they said he worked the first couple days with a Latvian accent. And the studio just didn't like it, so that's why he's not that. But I mean, I think he could probably pass for like, I don't know, Romanian or some shit. can't like hover. But yeah, they changed it to where like he's kind of like slow. His skin is turning silver, I guess. Like his armor, which is weird, and he can like control electricity. Well, but it's stupid in the script because like the four go to the Baxter building to like check on what the fuck happened to them and try and cure themselves. But they never really, even the scene where Julie McMahon goes there and tells Reed to like hurry the fuck up and find the cure, like they never stop and think, I wonder what happened to fucking Victor. Like what is his transformation, mutation, or whatever the fuck. And he has cameras in the Baxter building, so he's just watching fucking Sue flip the bean and fucking Reed take a shit. Oh yeah, I like how like when Reed Torch sucked. He was honestly always like my least favorite, really. His thing is the best, of course, and then Reed is, you know, the leader, and I mean, stretchy powers are cool. And Sue is obviously hot, especially in the '90s with the cutout 4 outfit. I always loved that shit with the brown leather jacket. Well, there's a chick. Hey, baby. Power-ups are often hidden in objects. Come to Butthead. Dude, this shit sucks. I'm aiming.
Locked in. Spotlight.
Oh yeah, I was saying, when Reed like flattens his hand to go under the door when he wants to check on Ben because he's transforming and shit. And Chris Evans looks at him and he's like, "That's gross." Press and hold. What? It says hold, but you need to mash it. Or maybe when it is blue, then you hold it? I don't know. You can just mash it, whatever the fuck. Fire vortex. Whoa. That was lame. Aim at the fucking tanks, dude. Oh, man. Oh. Can't see what's going on. Shit's chugging. Oh, but even in the commentary, they're like, "Oh, that's gross." When the scene where Reed's like shaving and he like pulls his cheek out to shave. I know people are saying Pedro's fine in the movie, and like, yeah, I'm sure he is, but there's no way he's like likable at all. You know, he does anything kind of charming or cool like that. I refuse to believe. What the fuck? But yeah, the Doctor Doom suit looks fine. But I think maybe like budget wise it was a little, I mean a lot of it's on screen, but it also a lot of it went towards like Ben's suit and like the bridge scene. And yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that the suits they don't really change in the sequel. So I mean they're fine for like a first movie, but like, and obviously like I said, Jessica Alba looks awesome in hers, but they're kind of like, I mean that's another thing that people didn't like at the time. It's just they're not
Objectives updated.
close to comic
Better find
accurate
new
because it's
ones.
just such a like dark color of blue. Yeah. Ballisticals. What is that shit? Whoa. Oh, that's picking up some telekinesis. If you hold R, you automatically turn invisible. Does that mean the enemies can't see you? Predator mode.
Security bots. I should probably avoid being seen.
Let's Sue go invisible. She has stealth kills? Whoa. Damn, it's the sneaking suit. Oh shit.
Let's see what I can do with these new abilities.
Was I pressing the wrong button? Damn. But yeah, Jessica Alba, she's got a little sassiness to her too in a couple scenes. There's one scene where she was like, it's the scene with her and Reed, and he has that big like magnifier on his face or whatever, and they're kind of like arguing, and I think in one take she said she was like being too ghetto. In the scene like where she saves Reed after he's frozen, and Dr. Doom's like, oh, he's like, Sue, let's not fight, and she's like, let's. Not that line, but there's another line where she's like, Victor, you always thought you were a god. Oh shit, I froze him. And yeah, I like the element of like Thing getting tricked into like getting his powers healed, and then he kind of has to come to the conclusion himself that he wants to be the Thing to help his friends, Force burst. Oh yeah, what does he do? Oh, he shoots a rocket at Johnny, and that like triggers him to finally be able to fly and shit. And then yeah, it's weird. He like fucking spins around him with fire, and then Sue like conceals the supernova heat. And then Mr. Fantastic turned into a water slide. Throw him. Oh, you press B again, that's right. Damn. It's like Magneto. But yeah, these were kind of like the early MCU. I mean, I think they would have. They're not. I mean, maybe they're not quite as good as like Phase 1 of MCU, but like definitely would have fit in like right after, right below those. Feige worked on the shit. Even though there wasn't technically like a on-screen interconnectedness, like a lot of the people behind the scenes, especially, worked on the Fox stuff, and even like the Sony, like the first 3 Spider-Man movies. And they all have like the CGI intro titles and shit. I mean, a lot of that goes back to like Superman, but I mean, they even had like post-credit scenes. And there's one in this one. Oh yeah, I forgot what they showed Doctor Doom getting shipped back to fucking Latveria at the end. But like the X-Men movie, I think the second or third one had an after-credit scene. Where is this guy?
Sue, I've been trying to find you. Are you all right?
I'm fine, except I'm turning invisible. What's happening to me?
Oh yeah, I remember the commentary. They said the scene with where the Thing walks into the bar and he meets Alicia.
Cosmic storm was to
Like they kind of added like a ground shake, and like you see the pool table move up and down, which I thought was pretty cool.
Are you turning invisible?
Not exactly.
But I think they were like experimenting with having that happen a lot throughout the movie, but they kind of only kept it in that scene. But I mean, that's cool that they did that. Damn, got a jump kit.
I can access that control panel to unlock the door.
Samsung product placement. The movie had a shit ton of product placement. Xbox shows up, especially in the motocross scene. Oh, it's like Ultimate Alliance, the Raven games. The way you switch. Only he's smart enough to hack. Okay. Shield read. Sue must be nearby. Well, it's cool. What? Why the fuck? Was this the door that opened? Ah, it moves so slow. Oh, maybe I shield him and he can walk through or something. Nice. Okay.
Now to find Ben and Johnny.
Johnny Kage. F4 secret not found. Does this have comics and like different costumes and shit? Shit. Nice 60 FPS logo. It was a long ass intro. Oh yeah, but one thing that's cool about Chickless is like he mentions how like he didn't change his, they didn't alter his voice at all. It's like his real voice, except for one. He says one scene, but I think it might have been two because there's two scenes where he's yelling. Like one where he's talking with Sue after that motocross scene.
You talking to me?
And he's like, "It's not you, it's them," and he yells at the people and shit. But also on the bridge, he like yells at people. Where he's, oh, it looks cool. I forget what he says. Like, "You want to be scared? Then fly." But I mean, his voice is great. There's a funny part where they're like checking their vitals or doing physicals or whatever. And like in the comics, he smokes cigars. Oh, she's got the clout. And so they didn't want him to have him like smoking in the movie because of kids. So he's like, "Tell me, is it bad? You know, I used to smoke." Oh, at one point he tells a bunch of little kids, "Don't do drugs." So yeah, to me, like, I always love the thing the most. I'm trying to remember when, cause I guess in like the 70s or whatever, I don't know who put it out, Hanna-Barbera, whatever the fuck, but there was a Thing cartoon, but it wasn't attached to the Fantastic Four, and he had a ring, and that's how he would like turn into the Thing. I don't know when they would show those reruns, but that was an early exposure to the Thing. It might have been after the '94 cartoon came out, or whenever it was.
Ben, we've all changed. Please, let us help you. Ben, let us in.
Let us in. Oh, this time they want you to mash.
Ben, is that really you?
Buddy Buff Heroes. What is that? Team Grapple? You gotta show me. All these mechanics make more sense if you play with someone else. What is this? 4 players? Oh shit, elbow drop. Body splash, that's tight. Whoa. Finisher? How can you do a finisher when you're the one getting choked out?
What the hell is happening to me?
It wasn't snowing in the movie.
Victor, are you all right?
Just a scratch. Fine. Reed, I want some
Everyone
answers.
looks bloated.
The storm. The cosmic rays have altered our DNA somehow. We need to know more right now. No, what? Now we need to find Ben. And I think I know where he's going.
Where?
Oh yeah, on the deleted scenes, I remember there's a scene where Reed and Sue are talking to each other when they're kind of like finally reconnecting. And there's a scene where like they filmed each other's coverage in 2 different cities, but like one of the deleted scenes was like an alternate take where Reed's like, I thought you would want like a stronger man or something, and he changes his chin, but instead of that he like turns into Wolverine. He turns into Hugh Jackman for a second. So I don't know, wouldn't it be had to have like filmed for a couple hours to do that or something? Oh, I thought that was interesting. Another early crossover moment. Oh, Yancey Street. Jack Kirby Gallery.
Be careful.
Oh shit.
The subways can be very dangerous.
Don't
What the fuck?
worry. I'll be fine.
I always worry about you, my dear.
Dude, his hair's all patchy and shit. That's who
Good
she was
night.
fucking before Ben. Oh, look at that sassy walk. Oh shit.
Yeah, so we came to protect you.
Damn, she's in the hood.
I already told your boss.
This is the
I
Thing's
don't
hood.
need any protection.
Everyone needs our protection on Yancey Street.
But who's gonna protect you, punk?
Objectives updated.
Oh shit, that guy's dead. That's a good guy. Only Ben can smash objects. Damn, they're like fucking zombies. Fucking grab them. That's not what I meant to do, but...
You
Damn.
can't touch me up here. Oh
How
yeah.
you gonna throw a brick at the thing? That ain't gonna do shit. This guy's dead. Yeah, he disintegrated. New combo. Oh, you get combos.
Go back to Manhattan, losers.
Nice. They're all waiting for their cue. What up, bitch? Snap his ass.
Hey, messing
Luke
with my
Cage.
boys?
Hey, you messing with my boy?
You want some more?
Oh, what's up with his neck?
Boys, take care of this.
The business manager's walking, running away. Oh, you fucking bitch. It wouldn't take that much effort for him to do that. Oh, that guy got shot, dude. That's awesome. Who the fuck? Pretty accurate representation.
He can't hit us from out there. Blast him. I'm a one-man wrecking.
You know, break down the building. You better run. Oh shit. There goes a trap house. Damn, you got knocked the fuck out. All the ground chicks. You're trying to reload. I don't think so, bitch. What? He didn't throw it at them? When odds look against you, enter super mode. Heroes are invincible and can dish out damage. You get supers. Okay. Oh shit.
You're gonna regret the day you came to Yancey Street.
She needs to take lessons from Daredevil. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Damn, fucked them up.
Are you all right, ma'am?
I'm fine. And
Ma'am.
it's just Alicia. Alicia.
And Grim.
Astronaut?
The astronaut.
That was a long time ago.
Nice, good shit. The unlimited Xbox hard disk.
We've got to protect the civilians and get Ben under control.
Get Ben under control. Yeah, right. He's the strongest one. The best.
Or the military will.
Whoa. Damn, Mazel Tov. A burger. Whoa, how did he climb down like Spider-Man? Can we team grapple? Can you tell her to grab? Was that it? No. I like how the civilians just running your fucking way. Alright, nice. Good shit. That's pretty cool. I like the thing in this one. But yeah, Fantastic Four 2005. Definitely didn't deserve all the hate it got back in the day. But, you know, it was also still like a little bit of a missed opportunity. But, I mean, to me it's an easy watch. And I always like going back to it.